soldiers, and welcome back to Soldier Up Sundays with Sabrina. These next 4 weeks are going to be exciting because my message is for everyone. Remember last week where I said that inside all of us there is a seed of greatness, but this cannot bloom unless we have 4 requirements that are met. Nobody is more special than you, but you will not be able to bring out the best without having these 4 things. Some people do these things without even thinking about it, and they're the ones that seem lucky. Everything seems to happen for them. They're not lucky, they're absolutely doing what they need to do to get the results they want to get. While others can apply this deliberately to their own lives and start living better as a result. So let's get to it. What is the first mandatory ingredient that must be present for this seed to bloom? It's water. Think about what water really is. It's a basic necessity for us to live. It's the foundation of almost all other foods and drinks that we use to give our bodies nutrition. Water is the basics. Think about it. Often imitated, but can't be duplicated. Water is so essential, and there's no substitute for it. Without it, we will die. For you to have your seed of greatness inside of you start to bloom, there are some basics that you need to master before you will be performing at peak levels and be considered to be great. These basics are going to be things that you have to put in the grind for. There's no substitutes. Think of the most basic tasks that all of us have mastered to some extent. Walking. When you started to walk, there was basic things you needed to master. Being able to stabilize yourself and hold your weight. Learn how to balance as you put one foot in front of the other. What if someone came up to you and said, "Screw this walking nonsense. Just learn how to run. You'll get everywhere you want to go in life faster." You know what would happen to you? You would fall flat on your face and cry. You would be so discouraged that you would probably end up crawling for the whole of your life just because you didn't learn the basics. We all know some people that are living their lives like this. Big babies that are crawling and crying for the whole of their lives. They cannot become great because they refuse to do the basic things. They want to jump ahead of the line, and this causes them to crash every single time. Think about this relative to your career. You start a new position for a new and better opportunity. You cannot be successful if you don't learn the basics. Every new place that you will go to will give you an instruction manual of the basics that you will need to learn to keep your job. If you cannot follow these simple instructions, you will not be successful. If I worked at McDonald's and didn't know the basic instructions for what temperature to set the deep fryer at, I'm in trouble. In other lines of business, people will give you scripts to memorize. When you are speaking and interacting to customers, you must have these memorized for you to experience success. I meet people that while interviewing for a position, they have zero interest in learning the basics. They feel like they can just start running without first mastering the art of walking. They want the CEO position right away. These people never last because they can never humble themselves to learn the basics. You must drink your water before you can become great. There is no getting around this. Here's the thing about the basics. It's not necessarily the most sexy thing or the most exciting thing, but it is 100% mandatory for that seed of greatness to bloom within you. If you don't, all that potential will be forever locked up inside of you. You and me were created to be great. The seed has been planted, so get the basics inside of you. Drink your water. I'll see you guys next week for the second requirement. Peace. Bye.